Hey guys, it's Ash, and recently I just did something amazing. I made a new account, keeping it at level 1, and I made it all the way to Royal Arena, Arena 7. And I don't think it was possible at first, and I think a lot of you guys are dying to know how I did it. First, I just want to say that your level and the level of your cards do matter and are important, but skill and a great understanding of the game is a lot more important. As I progressed from Arena 1 to Arena 7 as a level 1 player, I definitely noticed the skill differences in each arena. And even at Arena 6 and 7, I can tell you that people make tons of mistakes in their battles. And the more mistakes you make, the less chances you have of winning, even against a level 1 player. Now, this is the deck that I currently use. As you can see, all my cards are level 1, and probably the first thing most people fixate towards are the Ice Wizard and the Log, thinking that it's probably the legendary cards that allow me to win. And no, that's not true, as I'll show you gameplay of how I beat level 7 or 8 players without any legendary cards. I had just recently bought a couple of super magical chests, hoping to get Sparky, because I believe that Sparky would allow me to go even higher in trophies. Unfortunately, I got the Ice Wizard and the Log. This is the deck that I used to get to Arena 6 without any legendary cards. It allowed me to consistently beat level 7 players. And without the Ice Wizard or the Log, I can use this deck with the Poison Spell and Spear Goblins, and I'll show you guys some battles of how I use this deck to beat level 7 or 8 players. Now, if you look at my recent attack log, you can see that I won 8 straight battles that led me to Royal Arena. So let's look at the battle that got me to Arena 7. As you can see, my opponent clearly has a big level advantage. He has level 8 commons, level 3 prints, level 5 and 6 rares. So let's watch how I won this battle. Alright, so we're gonna both start off with a fully loaded elixir bar. And I believe I'm going to place my elixir collector here at the center, and that elixir collector is going to allow me to profit more elixir in the long run if I can continue to defend against his pushes. So he's going to start off with the Valkyrie. In that case, I'm going to start off with my giant skeleton here at the back, because I was expecting him of coupling his Valkyrie with something else. So he's going to play a Musketeer behind. I'm going to use my Prince here to take out the Valkyrie and then the Musketeer, but he's going to play minions. So I'm going to play my Fire Spirits, and look, the death damage, that bomb is going to take out those minions and the Musketeer. So awesome. He's going to rush in here with the a giant. You never want to do that. You don't want to rush in with a giant like that. I'm going to use my skeletons, but he's going to use arrows on my skeletons, my level 1 skeletons, so that's fine with me. I'm getting value. Here his giant's going to deal a lot of damage, but that's fine, because now I can counter push, and with the elixir down, I'm going to have enough elixir to play my Prince here at the front. And here he makes another big mistake. He places his Valkyrie right here, and you don't want to place it there. You want to wait for your opponent's troops to get to your side first, and then place down your defense, because you have your arena tower helping out. You want your arena tower to help you out on defense. So yeah, my Prince got a couple of shots on his tower because of his mistakes. So yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of players in these arenas, in Arena 7, Arena 6, they make a ton of mistakes, and you can really take advantage of them. Here I'm going to use my skeletons. My level 1 skeletons would not be enough, so I also have to use my Ice Wizard to finish off his Musketeer. And here he's going to make another big mistake. He's going to play his Minion Horde on my Ice Wizard, so he's going to lose his Minion Horde. So again, I'm getting lots of value using skeletons on Musketeer, Ice Wizard on Minion Horde, so getting a lot of value, making positive elixir trades, and all of that adds up, because now I can form a really powerful combo. I got my collector down, got a giant skeleton, I'm going to play the witch behind. Now here I'm going to play my Prince behind that. The bomb damage right there is going to take care of his Prince and Valkyrie. So awesome, I got my witch and Ice Wizard. And here I'm not going to overcommit, because he's got Barbarian. So I'm going to send down my giant skeleton. He's rushing in with his Minion Horde. Again, you want to wait for your opponent's troops to get to your side of the map, then deploy your defense. So look at that, my giant skeleton made it to his tower. The death damage is going to take his tower. 27 seconds left, and I'm pretty sure I can defend against any of his pushes. So he's going to play his the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Giant right on top of my Prince too, which you don't want to do. Giant skeleton to block any of his pushes now, because the only way he can get to my tower right now is with his giant. The giant skeleton is going to completely block whatever push he has. He's going to play his Minion Horde again, but doesn't matter. The bomb damage is going to finish off the rest of his troops, and that's going to be game. Good game. Okay guys, let's do some live battles right now, and I'll show you guys how I win without even any legendary cards. So here against this level 8 player, being a level 1 player, it's going to be tough, of course. So let's see. We're gonna place our collector at the center, and let's see what he does. He's gonna play an Inferno right there on the top left. That's interesting. Never seen someone do that. So yeah, as you guys can see, not very smart players in these lower arenas. He does have level 8 barbarians though. That's gonna be really tough for me to defend. So I'm gonna try to mitigate that damage as much as possible. Still, it's gonna be tough. Look at that. That one level 8. Oh my goodness, lost my tower right there. But you gotta be content with that and just focus on that counter push. That's what I was doing. I was just saving up my elixir. I knew that I wouldn't be able to I knew that I wouldn't be able to stop that combo, so instead I'm just gonna focus on the counter push. Here we go. Giant Skeleton, he's just gonna use his rocket on my tower, Hog Rider for my King's Tower, I guess. But look at that, he's gonna lose his tower on the top right because he was really cocky. He was confident and arrogant that he would get my towers. And now look at that, I have such a ridiculous combination of troops onto his King's Tower, and he's gonna get himself 3 crowns just like that. Good game. Hey look guys, that battle got me to Arena 7 TV Royale. That's just awesome. Now, a while ago, I had defeated a level 9 player, so I'm going to share that replay right now. So watch this. I have the Collector, Prince, Fire Spirits, Ice Wizard, so very good starting hand. I'm going to start off with the Collector right here at the back. And he's going to play his Witch at the back as well. So what I'm going to do is play my Ice Wizard, since the Ice Wizard is very good against the Witch. And if he decides to support that Witch, I have the Giant Skeleton. He decides not to support the Witch, which is great because now we can easily counter this Witch. I'm going to add in my Witch, and it looks like he's wasting a lot of elixir, which he shouldn't be doing. I'm guessing he's waiting to use his Barbarians, which he now is going to, but it's going to be too late because I have the Witch, Ice Wizard, Prince, now all targeting his Barbarians. There goes his Barbarians, and the bomb damage right there is going to take out, yeah, it's going to take out the Valkyrie and also weaken his tower. I'm going to send out my Skeleton, cycle through my Ice Wizard. So I have this huge combination of troops. I'm not going to play my Giant Skeleton here. It's just not going to be a good move. So I'm going to play my Collector at the back and load up my elixir for the next big push that I'm going to do. Since it's not going to be enough to take down this level 9 player. As you guys can see, his King's Tower is still at about 50% health. So here I'm going to play my Witch. I was hoping that his Wizard would stay in front of the Giant, but it didn't. So I'm going to now have to use my Giant Skeleton on his Wizard, and then I can safely place my Skeletons on the Giant. So now I have this push going on, Giant Skeleton, Prince, Skeletons. He decides to play his Golem on the other lane, so I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be game because all I have to do now is just push on the left lane, because he just spent 8 elixir on his Golem, but he still had enough to play his level 9 Barbarians. But my troops are still going to make it to his tower. I'm going to play a Log because I'm like, oh, it's going to be over. But no, he played a Valkyrie, which distracted my Prince. But his tower is at 97 hit points. So I'm like, okay, all I have to do right now is just cycle to my Log. So I'm just going to play a Prince on the Golem, cycle around, play my Ice Wizard Skeletons, and there goes the Log. But look at his tower. I forgot the Log level 1 only does 96 hit points on Crown Towers. So his King's Tower is still at 1 hit point. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to cycle back here. He's gonna throw a rocket on my King's Tower. I'm like, okay, I just need to throw that Log, and now we can beat this level 9 player, and that's how I did it, guys. That was a really good game. Good game. Also, I want to share another replay of a really crazy battle I had. Here, as you guys can see, I have the Collector, Giant Skeleton, Fire Spirits, Witch. So I'm going to start off with the Collector, of course. He's going to start off with a Musketeer, and he's using a very powerful trifecta-like Hog Barrel deck, which is really strong. I'm going to use my Ice Wizard, try to slow things down. I don't have a suitable counter against that combination, the trifecta combination there. So I'm going to throw in my Goblin Barrel, take out those Spear Goblins, push back a couple of troops, but that still was not enough to stop this combination of troops from dealing that much damage. And here he has level 9 archers. Of course, I can't ignore that, so I'm going to play my Fire Spirits just to weaken them a bit. So there we go, weakened them, and I was able to keep my tower there. So by having that tower, it's going to force him to spend more elixir to get that tower. So that's what he does. He plays his Goblin Barrel. I placed the second collector because I knew that the only way that I was going to win against this guy is to form a really ridiculously powerful combination of troops with a lot of elixir. So I needed those collectors. Here he's going to play his Valkyrie very cleverly in between all of my troops, and he's going to clear them up, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I can win this now. But here I'm going to play my giant skeleton. Let's see, I'm going to use that log, push back those troops, but he still has one of those spear goblins. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I ever going to do to win this? But as you guys can see, watch, never give up. I'm going to place down another collector because, again, that's the only way I can manage to win against him. He's going to play his archers, and again, I cannot ignore that. He's going to add in a hog rider as well. I'm going to use my Ice Wizard, slow things down, use those fire spirits, but one of those archers survived. And even with one archer, a level 9 archer is very powerful. It's going to deal a lot of damage, and my tower is going to be down to 388. Look at this, guys, my King's Tower, 388. Both of his towers are at full health. Oh my goodness, how am I ever going to win this? But look, he's got Valkyrie in the middle, but I'm going to play my Prince, and now because of all those collectors, double elixir time, I can form this super powerful combination of troops. My giant skeleton, Prince, and now I have just so much elixir. I can take the whole momentum, I can shift it all into my favor. I'm going to place my Prince here, and again he's going to play his Goblin Barrel, but I'm just going to use my log to just decimate them, and here we go. Oh my goodness, look at his King's Tower, 230, my Witch targeting it, and that's gonna be game 3 crown. All of a sudden I overturned the whole battle. My King's Tower was at 388, both of his towers full health, and then all of a sudden I 3 crowned him. That's just incredible, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as you guys can see, it's not just about level. Skill does play a large part in this game, and even a level 1 player can reach Arena 7. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Be sure to subscribe for more great Clash Royale content, and I'll see you guys again soon. Later!